Here at Cleveland Connectors to have Rachel on today. Rachel is, oh my gosh, a breath of fresh air. I met her a few years ago at her fundraiser for her son. And you just have like this amazing, great energy. And I didn't get a chance to talk to you then. So hopefully we'll dive a little deeper today about your cause, which really kind of goes back to your son. And it's just like the way that you went through such a tragic experience and have brought to life such an amazing movement is just so incredible. And I'm so excited to be able to talk to you. But I definitely want you to, tell us a little bit about, first off, what happened with your son. I know it's hard to kind of talk about that. It never gets easy, but it's a good way for everyone that listening can kind of understand. And then a little bit about what your journey has brought you to today.
Sure. So my son was born with an incurable brain condition called hydrocephalus. He had we both had a healthy pregnancy. I had an anatomy scan that actually the brain malformation causing hydrocephalus was missed. And then around 6 months old, I started noticing changes in him. He started not reaching his milestones like he was. He lost his laughter, eye contact. And in the back of my mind, I had the autism community who does such a great job of advocacy and really was on my shoulder saying like something isn't right because a lot of these similar symptoms were related to, autism. I persisted. I ended up changing our pediatrician and we were able to get a diagnosis, unfortunately, right before his first birthday. So we went from planning his first birthday to planning brain surgery
Wow.
and just getting that word incurable. It put so many labels and shut so many doors in my head just hearing that. It just made me hopeless. But we grieved for a little bit and then we decided to fight back and get super educated, find resources for him and what like lifelong management would look like.
Rachel, how did you, and that when I've had tragedy happen to me, it's like you're in this moment of feeling just like you said, hopeless. So, and you like, how did you find it to like get to, we have to do this? Obviously, you want your son, you want to know what's going on. Number one, you want to know how you can help, but it's also like as a human being, it's like you get to that point of like, how did you get from that point to like, I gotta do this. We have to
Yes.
make this happen.
Yeah, so actually, I posted on Facebook. It was just too hard to tell my family individually. That day we had immediate family come over and support us, but like I just couldn't make all the calls. I just blasted on my Facebook, and then there was so much overwhelming support from people that I literally danced on bar stools with in college to like people who have been in my life supporting me forever reach out and have our backs, and they all brought us into their prayers, and I honestly felt that energy. I felt the prayers, and I said like I'm gonna fight this. Like we're not gonna just take this option. So that's honestly where I think I found my original strength, was through our support system of all types.
Wow. It's incredible because I think that sometimes social media gets a bad rap, but really it's like this is like a great way to get that support that you wouldn't have been able to really kind of like or slowly reach to get, right? And it's like an instant like boost of I'm not alone and I can do this and I have the strength for this and there's people there for me. And I feel like it's an incredible like it's an incredible story, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really another way to like get you to let go from that like hopeless feeling to, yeah, wow, yeah, I can do this. And because it happens to all of us, is amazing. Like you have all this great energy, positivity, where you're a human being at the end of the day. And when it's your own child, it's like, oh my gosh, how am I going to deal with this? So that's incredible.
Yes, it was definitely a positive thing. And social media honestly has been a really positive light in our life, because we started to put Roman's story a little bit out on there, and we do have a Hope for Hydro Instagram where we keep people in touch and up on our latest events and what we've been doing with our profits and things like that. But we really gotten to connect with families throughout the world. I mean, throughout the United States, but we worked with families in the Philippines, the UK last year, and it's been amazing to that we all aren't so different after all.
100%. I mean, you have like so much going on in regards to like events and social media. And what is like your goal for this year to bring it all together? Again, I know you've mentioned something about starting a board, having more volunteers. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about, I think there's strength in numbers. So getting more people on board to help. And even just small things like with social media, resharing an event or, resharing this video or any kind of posts that you have. It really is such a simple thing people can do that will really spread, this happens and we need help with it, because the more we know, the more we can help. I mean, maybe you can tell me a little bit also about the research that has come from what you've done and how that's exploded in these last few years.
Yeah, so we right now we have a small board that was doing us so much justice, and they're all parents themselves and friends with different skill sets, and they are amazing. But we also are growing really rapidly, and we would like to expand our board by at least 2 members by 2024. So if someone hears this and might be interested and feel a call to our mission, I would love to chat more. And then the research and the grants that we've been giving have been really exciting. So we have partnered with Roman's neurosurgeon out of Boston Children's, who's a Harvard professor, and he is actually expanding neurosurgical treatment of hydrocephalus to children throughout the world who would otherwise be left bedridden and to face a premature death from hydrocephalus. And just because they can't access a hospital within time in the critical amount of time that is needed. And when I look at Roman, I am so happy to see him reaching milestones, and he's fought for where he is, but he is where he is. To think immediately in that moment of gratitude of all the children that aren't getting the opportunity is just shattering to me, and it pushes me to fight, because those children are really left in a bed and not mobile. And my son's climbing rock walls. He's a kid he's supposed to be. And these children are supposed to be that as well. So it's amazing. They've opened up 4 neurosurgical hospitals in different countries.
Wow.
Doing surgeries like every day, training neurosurgeons in those areas that can then train more neurosurgeons. It's just really amazing. And from that, they're taking international data too. So they're going to take their data from Boston Children's Hospital, and they're going to take it from all these other hospitals that they're developing. And it's going to impact kids on American soil too. So that's really exciting as well, to have like this big global impact, all, from just getting a bad story. I'm just so happy that this is part of my journey now, that.
Oh my gosh. It's just going from such a traumatic thing to like in 3 years being able to have all these people benefit and help from, and your child's like a miracle child. So it's like,
he is a miracle. And I want to gift that,
incredible.
like, we weren't given that without a reason, like we have a purpose, he has a purpose, and we're going to really try and, make noise and fight for those kids that
100%.
are fighting so much harder right now.
Amazing. I'm just so excited and blessed that I got a chance to talk to you, and I can't wait to join you for some of these events and really kind of get even more, cause and more notice to it so people can help. You can tell me the little bit information on your next event, the date and potentially the location. I think you guys are kind of feeling out different areas.
Yeah, so we are trying to bring back the Cleveland Derby, adults only Derby themed event. We have Best Dressed Awards. It is a riot. We do it the Sunday after the actual Kentucky Derby, and it's a brunch that gets a little rowdy, but it is a really fun time, and we raise a lot of money and awareness to help hydrocephalus.
Amazing. I feel like these smaller causes they're like, I hold dear to my heart. I know like every dollar goes to the benefit, the cause, we have
zero overhead. Nobody takes a salary at all. Like it's just love that we're running on. And support from others.
How much you've accomplished. Yeah. I mean, it's just so amazing. I can't wait to see what's more to come. And you're such a sweetheart. I'm so excited to finally get a chance to dive a little bit deeper and spread this amazing foundation to other people. And they can definitely come to the event, help in any way, spread it through social. So awesome. Well, thanks again so much, Rachel. I really appreciate it. You have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you at the Derby.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.